Hello internet friends, in this video I'm going to make an airplane part that looks like an airplane part. And by that I am getting down the skins, which first I have to get down the elevators that I put on top of the skins. You can see how this is going to get complicated once some wings show up. I don't have any place to put these wings, so luckily I went out to the hangar and I took the elevators out there. I haven't built any shelves out there yet, so when I got out to the hangar, it was a little concerning because there was actually a puddle in the hangar, like a pretty big puddle. Let me put a picture so you can see. So yeah, this is what it looked like out there. Fortunately, selfishly, I had claimed the side of the hangar with the power. So that's all my hangar partner's stuff. That was where the puddle is. I won't be surprised if I go out there again and then all his stuff is on the other side, but because I don't have anything there yet until I get some parts to put out there. So, which I did take the elevators out there. I need to go build a shelf. But yeah, so anyway, fortunately it only rains once a year in Vegas, but it looks like when it does rain, I'm gonna have to go out to the hangar and make sure everything's dry. And so I just took a leaf blower and blew all the water out, and then turned on the my giant cooler that I have out there, which is basically a giant fan, and then dried everything out. And then everything was good again, so I'm good till the next time it rains 6 months from now. So anyway, yeah, so got that down, got the skin down, and then all we have left to do here is deburr all of the holes on this bottom skin, and then dimple all the holes on the bottom skin. And so when you dimple a skin, it's time to be careful, because you get into a rhythm, and you have a dimple die which has an end on it, right, that you're pushing through the hole, and if you miss the hole, you're going to create a new hole, which you don't want to do. So you just got to be careful. Again, I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to plug the adjustable height table because it makes it easy to get it the right height for dimpling. Or what else do I do with the adjustable height table? Well, I mean, anything that you need to get to the right height, it's super good for. So best $200 I've spent, I think, on the plane. Let's see, is there anything else that is a better tool? I mean, Cleco pliers are pretty good too, but I don't think they cost $200. They're like $10. All right, so let me think. I got any updates? I was talking to somebody about Moonies. Let me tell you about Moonies. So I had a Moonie for about 600 hours that I put on it. I think I owned it for 4 years. I don't know if I talked about it on the channel yet. Yeah, no, Moonies are great planes. I would probably still own that if I had my mechanic's license, but I don't have 4 years to invest into getting that, and take off work and not work and be a mechanic. And also I don't think mechanics make as much money as I make in software. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm ever gonna. Maybe when I retire. When I retire, then maybe I'll go get my mechanic's license. But let's go back to Moonies. Moonies are great planes. They're fast. They're fuel efficient. In my opinion, the best part of it is the landing gear, and only on the older manually operated gear. So if you've never seen it, there's a giant bar sitting next to the pilot seat, and you have to pick it up and force it into place to raise and lower the gear. So the trick to that is being at the right speed. Now, when you have gear speed posted and someone is flicking an electric switch, get out of here with that. Like that doesn't take any skill. No, what takes skill is being at exactly the right speed, and you open that bar and you swing it, and then you lock it into place, and it's one fluid motion, And that takes skill. Like if you're off on that speed, if you're too fast, you're gonna rip your arm off. I think I did that one time. My arm is still attached, but the bar bounced right off of the locking mechanism. It's pretty violent, and I thought I broke the plane, but they're tough, so I didn't break the plane. But I never did that again. 110 knots is what I slowed down to, and there were cool things like speed brakes and all kinds of tricks you could do to get to that. But it takes skill. So anyway, RV-14 has none of that. It might fly upside down, but it's just different, right? That every plane is different. But yeah, it's just not a Mooney. Moonies are a great plane to have as your first plane. So anyway, enough reminiscing. If you want to come chat RVs, come join our Slack group. The link is in the description. Yeah, useful conversations like, hey, how did I screw this up? And someone will point it out to you. So anyway, see you there and see you in the next video.